Hey, it's Courtney with the Highly Sensitive Badass, a place where people can feel connected, feel part of a big team of highly sensitive people, and strive to find empowerment and self acceptance and self love and just feel like a badass. So, today I want to talk about acceptance, and this is one of the biggest things that really changed my life, and I work on it on a regular basis. And when I finally started to accept that I am highly sensitive and what that really meant for me, it was actually a really hard, somewhat. I think I went into a depression for like 3 months because what I did is I had spent so much of my life trying to be a different person, just trying not to be how I was, not to be who I was, that I felt like I, I had just been working so hard to be different. And when I finally realized that everything that I had done, and I was holding on to this hope, like, oh, like a fit in my fist, this hope that, oh my God, if I just do this, I can be different. If I only do this, then I won't be this way anymore. And my brain was just filled with these thoughts like, if only I this, then I this. And I was just the biggest action taker in the world. I would have done anything to change who I was because I felt like who I was so unacceptable. And it had been affecting me in so many ways on a regular basis that I just was I guess I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I wanted to change so deeply. And I developed a lot of patterns of escaping. And so when I finally, gosh, when was this? I'm 41 now. So I think this happened when I was like 38. And I recognized a pattern that whenever I started to get to feel a certain way, I would just change my life completely. And I know a lot of highly sensitive people don't like change for whatever reason. I really love it. And so, but this had become a pattern that I had developed over time as a coping mechanism. And, if one thing didn't work, I would just try to be different by doing something else. And so, what I finally realized was that I really needed to just own who I am and own who I was as a highly sensitive person. And I had looked at it as being this just curse. I felt totally cursed with it because I felt like I couldn't do any of the things that I wanted to do in this life because of it. And I felt like a victim. There were tons of ways that I felt. So the acceptance of it and realizing that I truly, truly, truly needed to work around my conditions changed everything. Because once I finally accepted the fact that I really did need to take really good care of myself, then I took really good care of myself. I think that I was resentful of needing to take good care of myself. I was really angry about it. I felt like, well, other people don't have to do this. Why do I have to do this? And accepting that I had to take care of myself, well, Lord, look what happened. Things actually got better, and I resisted it for so long. But the self-care that came after the acceptance, like I accepted this framework of myself and what I needed to be to feel better on a regular basis. And once I really did accept that maybe nothing's wrong with me, also maybe after I accepted it, there was something that would open up to the possibility that maybe I wasn't so broken or horrible after all. Maybe these things that I had hated about myself for so long were actually good things. And I started to really look at all of the things that I didn't like about myself. And I started to open the door to possibly thinking they could be good. That maybe I was okay. And maybe that I wasn't as broken as I thought I was after all. And it wasn't until I actually was willing to accept me that I was able to open up to being the person that I wanted to be all along. And the truth is, I was who I wanted to be all along. I just wasn't able to see that. And I wasn't able to put my focus on that because I was so trapped in this negative thought pattern and these negative kind of action patterns of repeating the same thing over and over again to escape myself. And when I really was able to look at myself for who I was and start to think that possibly maybe I was okay as I was, and not just okay, maybe I was kind of amazing. And it was a process. It wasn't like I sat down one day and realized all this stuff, but just this moment of acceptance, this moment of thinking maybe I was okay, and then this moment of thinking maybe I'm great, maybe I'm lovable, maybe these things about me are kind of wonderful. And it just changed everything for me. And so the reason I'm going to drone on and on about acceptance is because really this is like the first step to self-love. It's the first step to being able to find your power, to let go of blame, resentment, and victimhood, all of which I had. And it's where your freedom lies, and it's where you will be able to move into the next chapter of your life. And so I'll write more about acceptance and I'll make more videos about it, I'm sure, but today these are just my thoughts for now. So thanks for listening, and please leave comments below. I would love to hear from you. Share your stories with me. I'd love to hear your own stories, if you've overcome something. And again, we're all on a journey. We are never done. We're never like cooked and ready to go. This is an ongoing process. So, keep going, and I'm always excited to see what comes next. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.